Hey, fellow Restopians, welcome back to Restopia. So, Mondaine is obviously the topic of the video today. I have an unboxing over there that arrived yesterday. I didn't get time to look at it / do the video, so I'm going to do that now. Happy Thanksgiving to all my American viewers. Was watching Talking Timepieces Tony today, who reminded me of that. I really like his channel. He seems to talk a lot of sense about generally about higher end. Well, no, he goes from Swatch to Rolex, really, So, but yeah, I do like him. He doesn't seem to have sold out. I think he has about 3,000 subscribers now, so he's well into that monetized zone. Not something I'm looking to do, but I do enjoy the channel. I do like hopefully helping people and showing them some things in the watch world that they may not see elsewhere, or might just like my take on it. So Mondaine. So my little embellishment today is this Mondaine wall / desk clock. So 125 millimeters, can be wall or desk mounted. I've just popped this little stand on, which you can take off and mount it on the wall. I generally only like the black on white dial of the classic black on white dial of the Mondaine design. They do quite a few colors, case colors, and so this is obviously silver. They do gold ones and all sorts, greens. The green one of this looks quite nice actually, but generally I only really like the black and white, apart from this one which caught my eye, which is blue. It's kind of a tealy blue, but it's I think a really nice blue, and it is also, as you may have noticed, although the hands are pretty close together, it is also an alarm. So it's alarm desk, and they do a 50 centimeter travel alarm clock as well, but this is the wall / desk. Probably works better as a desk clock, I think. It's one of the things that a quartz clock is really good at, is having in a room and hearing it tick. And yeah, this has got a nice little ticking sound, and it also has a nice alarm sound, which hopefully I can show to you now. Oh yeah. So it starts off, beep, 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 and then it basically just gets more intense. There we go. So it's like, get up now. And if that's not annoying enough in the morning, in a moment it will get even more intense. That's quite good, the way that's ticking in relation to the alarms going off in relation to the tick. There we go. I think that's as intense as it gets, but that's really saying, it's kind of saying, hey, do you want to wake up? You got to get up. Get up now. So I think that's as intense as it sounds. But yeah, a really nice alarm clock. I don't think it gets any more intense than that, so I'm going to turn it off, because the only other thing it could do is be a constant tone. But I might check that out off camera, and if it does get more intense, I'll let you know. But I think that's really nice. As I say, I'm not normally into I don't normally deviate from colours with Mondaine. But I did love this blue. I also am not usually into skeletonized skeletonized hands. And as you can see there, the alarm setting hand, as you've got they're all really close together, sorry, but you've got obviously the lollipop second hand, you've got the minute hand of the clock, hour hand of the clock, and that one there with a little red triangle on, if you can see, is the alarm time setting hand. And I think that just really works well being skeletonized, because it differentiates between the hands much better, and it shows you that lovely blue of the dial, the sort of slightly tealy blue of the dial, through the hand. So yeah, really lovely little piece, I think, from Mondaine. It's just one of their standout pieces that they do. So let's pop that there. So the unboxing. Here we go. So let's see what we got in the box. We have, I haven't had a Mondaine watch before, so this is a sort of what do they call those? They call these cases coffin case. It's sort of like a coffin case. We have the instructions, I guess, and warranty card, a little pack of silica gel to stop humidify, to get rid of any humidification, humidity. Little tag there, and the watch itself is the cushion case, quartz cushion case on a Milanese bracelet, 31 millimeters, so the ladies size. I think that's fair. Let's move that catalogue away. Or actually, I was going to show you the cushion cases in here. I will find it in a second because I closed it. There we go. I'll show you the other cushion cases before we look at that one. Now they call them novelties. I've never really understood what a novelty means in a watch manufacturer, in watch manufacturer jargon. I mean, does it have some sort of time scale to production? I don't know. Fun, it means fun, doesn't it? Fun things. But yeah, and I certainly, when these were announced earlier in the year, I thought they were fantastic. Now, as I say, I'm a fan of the dial, which is why I mainly like the clocks, not the watches. The problem I have really is the bracelets and straps. They tend to be mainly straight-ended, although I have got a watch coming into the channel, a Mondaine that's on its way. Hopefully it'll be here this year at some point, because I think they're quite popular, and they've sold out, and I've noticed that retailers have sold out as well. So but that one actually has a fitted to case bracelet, and there are 2 bracelet options on it, which I think is really nice. But I'll show you that later in the year. I've mentioned already that I think it's one of the best. We're all looking for the perfect beat. There's an element to this watch that's coming in, this Mondaine, that I think has the perfect beat. But yeah, we'll look at that when it comes in. But yeah, the cushion case, when the cushion case was announced, when I saw them, I thought that they're, fantastic. I think that works really well, particularly as a ladies' watch, particularly that one, which we have here. The gents versions, kind of, I think they needed to almost be quite Tag Heuer-ish, quite Tag Heuer Monaco-ish, I think. I think they needed to be chronographs to kind of, beef up the watch as a whole, to give it some body, because the cushion case certainly softens the watch and gives it quite a feminine feel, I think. So to put that into a gents one, I think it kind of works. We've got 3 lovely colours there. It kind of works to make it a chronograph, but they are the options. And going back to the actual piece I have here, so as I say, 31 millimeter quartz. Let's take the sticker off. It's got a little tab in there, if I can get that out. There we go. That should allow me to push the crown in. Let's just move the time. Push that crown in, and it should start ticking. There we go. So lovely design. No date, which is I think is a bit of a given. I think having a date on a Mondaine is just a no. They don't have it on the the clocks in the Swiss railway stations. I guess the the chronographs that I just showed you, they've got added complications anyway, so popping a date on that doesn't really make too much difference. But the simplicity of that design, I think, is stunning, and I think it just really goes very well with the cushion case on a ladies' watch. Let's pop it on my 7.5-inch wrist just to show you what a watch that's too small looks like. Yeah, try and give it a bit of, no matter what I do with that, it just looks pretty silly on my wrist. But on a dainty lady's wrist, I think that would look fantastic. It's fairly slim, so it's not too protruding. You've got the Milanese case. It's quite, Milanese strap. It's quite, or chain link, whatever you prefer to call it. I think it is officially Milanese. Nice thing about this is, obviously, you're going to be able to adjust that bracelet without taking any links out. So instant fit and quite an easy adjustment. I assume you pull that in there, snap that down. There you go, and that will slide up and down when it's open to get a really nice fit. Because it's cushion case being kind of almost square but not quite, I think a straight bar strap actually looks quite well on it, and it looks quite good on it. Looks better than if it was on a fully curved case. And I think for the type of watch, this one in particular, ladies' watch, I think that that gap looks acceptable. It looks like a piece of jewelry. But I think this is a lovely watch for a lady. I think it's the pick of, I like all the Mondaines really, the double dates, you know, anything really with that dial on, I really like. Generally the gents watches aren't for me, but I do like seeing them on other people. I think I always feel happy when every time I see a Mondaine dial, I feel happy, and you know, and tend to, you know, mention, you know, compliment the owner, mention it in some way. I always find it quite interesting, and they seem to know more about the brand, be more interested in the brand than a lot of you know, potentially, I suppose, fashion watches that are out there. They always seem to sort of be, maybe it's my imagination, but they always seem a bit more clued up and interested in the timepiece that they're owning and wearing. Yeah, not really much else. What's the second hand doing there? Let's have a quick look. Generally speaking, you know, it's going to hit some of the markers. It's doing a half decent job on that section of the dial. I'm sure when it goes round a bit like this one, you know, they tend to hit the markers perfectly in some areas, and as it goes round, they just go off track. It's not too bad. It's doing a pretty good job at the moment. I think when it goes up, but yeah, I'm happy with that. It's really annoying when you have a quartz watch and it completely misses the markers. It's like it's exactly on, you know, half a second out. It's just really annoying for me. This little wall clock here is doing a good job. It's hitting all the 5-minute ones around this area. Let's just see this one on. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm pleased. It's always the thing with a quartz that I look for. I've got a Citizen Eco Drive. I had to send it back because it was doing that. It was doing exactly what I said. You know, it was half a second out pretty much all the time. Just super annoying. I ended up finding it cheaper elsewhere, so I sent the first one back and got the cheaper one, and that one actually hits the markers. I wouldn't have done that just to save money. I wouldn't, if I'd ordered something and then found it cheaper elsewhere, I probably wouldn't have wasted the time of the person that I'd first bought it from. But I couldn't I would have had to have sent it back anyway, because of it. You know, I couldn't live with a quartz watch that missed the markers that badly. So yeah, it does happen, but thankfully this one is hitting them really well, and this one is hitting them really well, and I think that is a stun. I hope you agree. I think that is a stunning watch. Maybe, I'm not sure I'm not sure how many of these are available and where. I think they're widely available. That might be a nice little gift for the lady in your life. Well, hope you've enjoyed seeing that. Let me know if you've got any questions below in the comments below. And but for now, one wrist, live it.